Hello everybody, Iain Robson here. Welcome back to Baldeykino. Alright, we are working on this field right here, which is field number 8. It's the field we purchased. I don't think I purchased it on camera, but I purchased it off camera because we had a little bit of money. It didn't cost that much. I think it was like less than 40,000. So as you can see, I have been spreading manure on this field right here, and there's a little bit of manure there. And I've almost finished, and we're going to just finish off this field right here, and we'll see what happens next. So, let's go ahead and hop in here. Let's fire this up. Turn course play off because we're not using course play. There we go. There we go. Always helps when you have the right implement selected. So as you can see, we're using just the in-game Stoutman PS3401. Is that really what it's called? I guess so. Wow, that really is what it's called. Alright, so that's what we're using. I thought it was something else, honestly, but I guess not. So, we're using that, and we're just finishing up the last little bit of this. I got the rest of it done earlier, and of course the manure we're using is from the BGA back there. If you recall, there was, I believe, straw on this field originally. Not straw, but wheat or something like that, wheat or barley. And we needed, we made chaff out of it, so that's what I've been using on this field, and I also used it on field number 5 as well. So those two fields have been fertilized now, and what we'll have to do next is we'll have to bring the plow through here and plow this up next, because what will happen is once we plow it, we'll be able to increase the the nutrients basically by quite a bit. Alright, let's get to the end of the field here. There we go. Let's make the turn. Go around the tree, I guess. Yeah, we only have a couple passes, so we're good to go. There we go. One of the nice things, of course, with spraying manure, having a large quantity of manure like this, is the fact that you can do this, and this is the best way of utilizing manure when you have soil mod. It's ridiculous. What I really should do actually is get the placeable compost machine. At least I'm fairly certain it's placeable. Someone mentioned that it is, and I have to double check because I haven't downloaded it yet, but as far as I know it is placeable, or there is a placeable version, but I'm not sure if it coincides with soil mod or not, because one of the problems is with soil mod you have like I guess it works a bit different. It works a bit differently when you have the compost mod in here as well. So it's one of the things I need to consider. But as you can see, all I did basically was chaff all the straw, didn't compact it well enough, and I got some silage actually, and mostly manure actually. So it's pretty cool that you can actually do that in this game. At least I think so. So that was done with the Far Silo extension. Is what it was done with. In case you want to do it yourself. This should be enough for the last little bit. So if you want to do it, all you need to do is put the chaff in there and don't compact it. That's all you have to do. A little sip of tea. But I'm really enjoying this map actually. I like the fact that I didn't start with any fields, even though I don't think that was supposed to be the case. But it's just it makes it a bit more interesting because you're like, okay, now I need to buy these fields and everything. So let's take a quick look at our animals, which I believe should be good. Back to cows. 50 cows. There's 0 productivity, but we'll give them a second and they'll pop up to full productivity, which is good. Turns out that, you remember the bunker that I tried to make into TMR? Part of it turned into silage and part of it turned into TMR, so I guess it didn't do a good enough job. Oh, that's not enough. Oh, I thought it would be. I guess it didn't do a good enough job with the with compacting, which happens. Or I didn't do a good enough with the mix, which is probably more likely the case. So it's kind of, I found it a bit finicky, but it's fine. It's a bit different, so it's always fun to try out some new things like that. I've done it before, but just I don't do it very often, so it's always, I'm always like, ah, did I do it right that time, or did I not do it right? So it's helpful, not helpful, but it's nice to have that kind of variation sometimes. Like, because oftentimes in Farm Sim, everything goes the way you want it to. So it's kind of fun to have attempt stuff like that and be like, oh well, it didn't quite go as I expected. So alright, as you can see, I got my other case Puma over there, and I'll show you how I'm loading this guy up. Probably not the most, well, it's pretty efficient. I could use a front loader, but right now I'm just using the conveyor belt, which I haven't used in a long time actually. I realized after I was looking through, I'm like, wow, I really haven't used the conveyor belt in a really long time. So let's just back this up. As you can see, all the lighter brown, that's all silage, and all the dark brown's all manure. Just to put it in perspective. I don't know why it works like that, but that's the way it works, so. Alright, now, the way I've been doing it is just like this. I'm backing up this just underneath of this right here. And as you can see, it just continually loads our, supposed to continue to load our, ooh, that's not good, method update. It's strange when it happens though, because like, it's confusing, because sometimes it'll happen, then it's perfectly fine. So I'm going to save the game right now, just in case. But it's, I don't know what the deal is. I'll have to look into that actually. Was it, yeah, it's the conveyor belt. I'm surprised it's giving me errors actually. Because that's, oops, just a little bit too far. That's the latest version of it, so. Yeah, still getting the errors. That's weird. Because it's funny, because like, I have some problems with it, and other problems is like nothing at all, which is really strange. So, I don't understand. Yes, this is all, it's just a continue error. Front loader conveyor, attempt to index field object found nil value. So it's, I think what's happening is it's trying to unload into, the actual manure spreader, but what's actually happening is, oops. What's actually happening is it's just bugging out. There it goes. But that's what's happening. So it's just like it's trying to find the actual manure spreader, but what's happening is it's not able to find it. So it's creating problems. So there you go. So what I'll do is I'll bring this forward a little bit more and just put it down here, and hopefully we won't run into any problems. There we go. But every method is not without its faults, like this right here. Really? Come on now. Now it's the front way. Look at that. It's just getting stuck just a little bit. So this is where using a front loader obviously works a bit better. There we go. The joys of messing around with the front loaders. But it's strange though, I don't often have that type of problem with the front loader, or with the conveyor belt, sorry. So it's strange that I'm running into it here. So this is something I used to do with the, back in 2013 I used to do this all the time with the Bobcat. Is what I used to do it with all the time. And I suppose here I could do it with the JCB. That would be another possibility, of course. So what I'll do here is just back this up like so, and try and get it positioned in the appropriate place. There we go. Yeah, but I don't know, like that's the way it's supposed to work when it's not screwing up, but these things happen, I guess. There we go. Let's fill the rest of that up. Very good. Now I think our plow, where is the plow? This is our plow. It takes 280 horsepower. Okay, that's what I thought. So our Kirovitz can't actually use that plow because it's a little bit too powerful, or not powerful enough, excuse me, for that actual thing. So we won't be able to use it at all. Not for that, at least. There we go. Let's move this guy out of the way. There we go. And we'll drive away here with this guy. So that's how we've been filling this up. Of course, it's actually a bit more efficient to use a silo, if you can have a silo with manure in it. I don't think any of the placeable silos I have can actually put manure in. That would be pretty awesome if I did have one, but I'm fairly certain the placeable silos I have... Well, I have this right here. This one, does it take manure? No. It takes silage, but not manure. And I have one other one. No, didn't think so. Would have been neat, but unfortunately not. So what we'll do is, I made reference to making short videos, and I'm going to try that with this video here today. So I'm going to finish up spreading the manure, and then that'll be the end of the video. So it'll be a kind of a short little video, something a little bit different. Can't say I've done that before, so give that a bit of a go. And if you like it, hit the like button. If you don't, hit the dislike button. I'm fine by it either way. Not going to hurt my feelings. Where are we here? Should be coming up. Oh, here it is. There we go. Get the last little bit here. Perfect. So what I'll probably do is I'm sure there's a better placeable bunker than the one I just saw there. But maybe there's not. There actually is a bunker just over in the corner right there for manure, so maybe what I'll have to do is take some time and actually just transport the manure into that, so that it's only manure. There we go. Perfect. Nice. There you go. Spread manure on Baldeykino. So like I said, if you look at the nutrients right now, it's only got 3 and 2. So once we actually cultivate that into the ground, we should have like 14, 15, 16, and 8, somewhere in that area, so that'll be pretty good. Anyways, like I said, I'll keep this episode pretty short, finish up just the manure spreading. My name's Iain Robson. I hope you enjoyed this little short episode of Baldeykino, and if you did, why don't you go ahead and hit that subscribe button for some more Baldeykino. I'll catch you guys later.